What's up, Craft Kids? Today
we're gonna be drawing N from Alphabet Lore. Are you okay? Yeah. All right, so we're pretty excited about drawing N from Alphabet Lore. We've done all the letters so far up to N. Today will be our 14th letter. We're having a really good time with it. Odin is drawing next week, doing an O for Odin. Landon drew last week with a couple weeks ago with the L. Maddie drew last week with the M. So before long, all of your first initials will be done.
Hey!
Yeah. Are you gonna step aside for the drawing? Yeah? Okay, cool. So Landon and I are gonna do the drawing. You guys ready? We're gonna snap on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, dude. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna tackle the eyeballs, okay? What's interesting about N's eyeballs is one is a little higher than the other, and one is a little bit of a different shape than the other, just slightly, not super noticeable. So over on this side, sort of close to the edge, because we want to take up as much of the paper as we can, we're gonna leave like an inch on the side, okay? And we're going to go ahead and draw a rectangle with rounded corners, like a lot of these Alphabet Lores are. You see, I kind of made a mistake. I realized mine wasn't big enough, and I ended up making a little mistake. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mistake here.
Yeah, that's okay though, right? We're not going for perfection. We're going for
Fun.
fun. That's it.
F-U-N.
F-U-N, fun. Okay, now the other eyeball is going to be across the page, obviously, but it's not going to be up quite that high. It's going to be dropped down to like this level, where the top of the eyeball is almost level with the bottom of the eyeball. All right, so we're going to draw our next eyeball here, about the same distance from the side of the page, so about an inch, okay? And this one's gonna be more like a square. So again, level with the bottom of this eyeball over here. We're gonna do a square with rounded corners, and it's gonna look like this. All right? So it's not super different, but it's a little bit different. Okay? Then we're gonna do the eyebrow, not the eyebrows, the eyelids. We're gonna do the eyelids. Those are about halfway across, or halfway up the eyeball, and come basically straight across, maybe a little curved. Okay? Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put in the pupils of the eyeball, and these are pretty big. So they start over there and they go just beyond midway. Okay, then on this one, it's basically the same type of thing. It's gonna go over just beyond halfway. All right, next is the top of N. So we're gonna come across. It literally comes out of like this part of his eyeball right here, and it just goes up for like 1/8 of an inch to maybe 1/4 of an inch, somewhere in that neighborhood. And then it's gonna come over to right about there. So what I wanna do is I wanna show how to do this side of the N so that our diagonal piece in the middle, we won't have to guess how long to make it. It will just be connected down, okay? So we're gonna come out of this part of the eye right here, and we're gonna go up. And this part actually goes a little higher than the other side, we noticed. Rounds off, comes over here like this, and then we're gonna pull it straight down past the eye, just like that. Wiring the other side, good. Keep going a bit. I'm gonna pull it right down past the eye, and then you can stop in there. We might have to adjust. Okay, so now we're over here, and we're looking at doing our diagonal. And we know our diagonal is gonna go a little beyond this line, okay? So we're gonna pull that diagonal down, and it's gonna go just beyond that line. Good, and then this one for me, I'm gonna connect like this, okay? Because that piece is supposed to overlap just a little bit. Okay, good. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue down this piece. We're gonna imagine that this line goes right through the eyeball, comes out the bottom, and then it will come down here, And once we come down to about this point, we can start curving it, and it curves on a little bit of an angle. So this is a little bit of an interesting line. So it curves as it's headed down this way. Good job. Nice curve. It's a good one. All right, so then I'm gonna do the outside piece of this side. Again, pretending it's coming down through the eyeball, right? Coming down through the eyeball, and then we're gonna go straight down. I'm gonna stop right there. And then what we're gonna do, and I hope I didn't go too far, I almost went a little too far. We're gonna round this off, and then we're gonna come back up when this side of the N is about as thick as this side. And if I'm doing some quick pen cap measuring, it's gonna be somewhere in this. I'm gonna aim for somewhere around that little dot that I just made. Okay, you wanna try that?
Yeah.
All right, so then I'm gonna curve this down, and then I'm gonna run it up. All right, so now we're gonna put his mouth in. So his mouth is gonna go on the same angle as this part of the N, but it's gonna veer right up on towards the eyeball, okay? In fact, I wanna make sure that I'm getting these thicknesses about correct. Yeah, so I've gotta start the mouth here. And it's gonna go up and it's gonna curve right below its eyeball on the same angle. Ready? So there's his mouth. Good, and then we connect. You happy? Okay, well, we gotta do teeth. All right, so next we would put the teeth in the mouth. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, right like that, okay? And we're gonna do some thickening and some coloring, and we'll be done. Hands in. 1, 2, 3. It turns out Odin was pretty bummed that he didn't get to draw with us, so we did a little extra.
Damn.
So we did some ends. Landon and I did them for the lesson, and then Odin wanted to be part of it, and we didn't know that until afterwards, and he wanted to draw. So we did another drawing session with him afterwards. It was kind of like a session after the session.
Just like blue.
And yeah, kind of like what we did when we showed his blue drawing, but he did such an amazing job, didn't you? Did you have fun doing N?
Yeah.
What's N sound like? Well, he might not sound quite like that, but we had a good time, didn't we? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Okay, boys, let's try to focus. Okay? We should tell them about our other channels. What channels do you have? What's the name of your channel?
Crafted TV.
Well, that's the name of this channel. What's the name of your channel? Odin's. Odin's what?
Odin's Antics,
Odin's Antics, right? And then we have another channel,
which is called Crafted TV.
right? Which is this channel. And then we have another channel called
Crazy Kids.
Crazy Kids TV.
TV.
Where we do different sort of adventures and challenges and things like that. So if you haven't yet, check them out. They should be in the featured section of Craft Kids TV. Last thing, check with your parents, see if you can subscribe. We're almost to 1,000. That would really, really help us out. So until we see you next time, these boys are obviously tired because they are wiggle machines. Next time, bye. Can you dudes say bye with me?
Bye.
Ready? Wow, we've reached our limit, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye.